Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Cade Cunningham. Siakam is out there with Bay. Then it's Duren. And it's Clark in at the 2 spot.
There's that floor awareness on display. MP feeling the overcommitment and then whipping that pass to the open teammate.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw tonight. This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followings.
And it's Halliburton missing. Now here's Bay. He's tightly guarded. Clark outside. Down low. Duren the pass to Siakam. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
You can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent partly because of his versatility.
Now here's Hield. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. And stolen by MP. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Clark. Cunningham's got 5 points so far. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. 8-point game. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Let them hear you.
Dennis passes to Mathurin to end the run. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And Clark slams it in.
Boy, a super close 2 points there. MP finishing nicely.
Halliburton against Cunningham. To the inside. Here's Mathurin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Mathurin's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Pass to Turner. Here's Mathurin. He's covered by Clark. Halliburton for 3. The offensive rebound. Dennis makes it off the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here's Clark. Last game we saw him score 32. And Duren slams it in.
Boy, showing great command of the two-man game there. MP delivers the pass on time and on target.
Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Mathurin. Hield outside. Turner passes to Mathurin. Outside for Halliburton. Shot clock at 6 from downtown. And it's Mathurin missing. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Clark. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Pacers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And there's the pass to Dennis. Inside. Mathurin, good. Mathurin's got 7 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Clark. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower. Cunningham for 3. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 8.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Mathurin. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Three-pointer, Heel. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Detroit the other way. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Oubre, no one around him.
And really yet to put together any kind of rhythm from long range.
Sometimes you start out slow from back there. You just have to keep working for good looks and trust that eventually they'll start going down.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Now, here's Clark. And there it is for him. Clark's got 6.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Nembhard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And he drives in. That one's not going to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That one goes in. He's got 8.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Pistons on top. They lead.
Time for your Indiana Pacemates, everyone.
And so far.
Substitution
At a point with the new group. On the court for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham out there with Clark. Then it's Saddiq Bey. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Duren in at the 5, down low. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Utah was all business. He finished with 32 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
Well, this team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
On the wing, Heel, covered by Siakam. Passes it to Mathurin. And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success from the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative to the old school bangers. I mean, everybody pretty much has to be able to knock down shots to be effective as a player in today's game. So the free throw shooting percentage is going up. Not much of a surprise to me.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Oubre is checked in for the Pacers. The Pacers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Halliburton outside. Oubre on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Oubre's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A clean pass that time from Halliburton to a wide open teammate. Just smart ball movement there.
Here's Clark. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that finish sums up the whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
And good that time. Matherin's got 11 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
MP accepts and embraces that contact extremely well on the way up. Nice little crafty pump fake, too.
The Pacers making a switch here. Drummond's checked in.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Halliburton finds Oubre. Back to Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Cunningham. Clark outside. Shoots over Oubre. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Back to Halliburton. Here's Mathurin. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Detroit holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this.